Hey everybody, good Monday morning. I wanted to make you a video. I hate to say I'm going to make you a quick video because they always end up being about 5 or 6 minutes long, and that's not really quick in today's world. But I always get several emails right at the beginning here with regard to questions that you might have concerning this course. So I wanted to address those in a video this morning instead of sending 1 or 2 emails to 1 or 2 people. I'll just address everyone in case you have those questions. So one of the first questions I had today was I have some opinions on Module 2 and 3. Do I need to add a credible resource to that? First of all, yes, you do. You need to be able to back up your opinions and viewpoints, at least circumstantially, with a credible resource. Credible resources would be not Wikipedia, but probably more research-based materials. And as I jokingly say, you can usually find just about any piece of research that will validate your opinion or viewpoint because it's out there. It's going to take a little bit of looking and searching, and that's why you have the free resource, basically known as Forsyth Library. So I would definitely be using the Forsyth Library website. Remember, when you start looking at research, if anybody hasn't told you, one of the quick and easy ways to look at any type of research-based articles is look at the beginning of the article where they're going to recap it in a synopsis, essentially. The next thing to look at is look at the conclusions. Those should be the 2 things that you look at first in any kind of research. Look at the opening information, who it's targeting, what are some of the keywords it's targeting, and then lastly, go in and look at the conclusion. Those 2 areas will usually kind of cue you in as to whether that's something that you should be reading or looking into as far as quick and fast research. So yes, you should be backing up your opinions with articles, even some online videos from credible resources like TED Talks, those types of things. It doesn't have to just be an article. It could be a video that backs up your opinion or viewpoint. And again, look at the Purdue OWL APA website that I've referenced. I'll put again on this post if you've not gone ahead and bookmarked that, but that APA Purdue OWL website is so handy because it really does help you understand how to reference and how to internally embed your references in your writing. So that one is out there for your use, and I will definitely share that again with you. I use it all the time myself. Another question people have had is, I just joined the class this weekend and I see that people are posting, am I behind? No, this first week you should have gotten your video up by Thursday or Friday of this last week. If you just posted this weekend, again, you're not behind. Modules 2 and 3, most people have posted over the weekend. But again, if you just joined us, please do not feel like you're behind. Just try to get caught up this week and get back on track with the schedule. I'm not a huge stickler on due dates. However, I like to see that you're keeping up with everyone and keeping up with the conversations. That's, to me, one of the most important things to do, whether you're a little bit behind or whether you're extremely ahead. People will lose points because they don't participate in discussions. And I'm not forcing you. I don't look for someone had sent me an email and say, how many times do I have to embed my opinions or viewpoints or consensus into someone's discussion? And I really don't look for a number of times, because if I say 3, you're only going to do 3. If I say 2, you'll only do 2. There's some people who really do expand upon this and learn from each other, but I know that if I set a number, that's all I will expect. So and generally get. I've taught online classes enough to just watch the flow of traffic, so to speak, and how people post. So I like this discussion because it is a discussion board. I like these discussions to happen organically. If you see some post or content that really, really interests you, please chime in, visit with your constituents, and add your 2 cents, or tell them how much you liked their content or how you're going to try something. Again, it's up to you to get involved. One of the other things I would say is I know a lot of you are teaching full-time or have full-time jobs, full-time families. I know you're extremely busy, and on weekends you post as much as you can, and then during the week you just cruise because you have other things going on. That is very typical, so I will generally see lots of posts on weekends and then not a lot of activity during the week depending on what your schedule's like. Sometimes I see it late at night. Again, it just depends on what your schedule's like. So I'm not a huge stickler on due dates. times. I won't be looking to see that you posted it right before midnight, but I like that most of the people kind of keep up with the modules, and when they see other people posting, they kind of start posting. I know that doesn't give you a great time frame or date, due dates or cutoffs, but I see that most people generally kind of keep in the flow of how the schedule works and are posting about the same time. So the only thing I would warn you is don't get so far advanced in the content that you forget to go back and participate, because you're posting one-sidedly, but you really need to think about what other people in the course are also posting, and the content, the opinions, all the resources that people are posting. If you're so far ahead, you can't see what is behind you and all the good resources people have left for you. So again, I understand people's schedules. I'm not faulting you for that, but don't get so far ahead that you forget to go back and kind of see what people posted to you and what you could post to others. Let's see. I think that about covers it. Oh, something that's kind of come up, and I don't know, I really don't think this is something you're doing or I'm doing, because I've never had this happen, and I've used communities for about 8 or 9 semesters. So what is happening all of a sudden, I think there's some preferences that have actually changed inside of Google Communities, and every once in a while your post, for some reason, will be rejected to what's called spam. And I have to go into the green button on the left side. If I'm the owner, it says to moderate it, and I will actually moderate the discussion, and several of your posts will be sent to kind of a spam area, and I have to go ahead and prove that post. So I don't really know why that is happening, because you're in my community and you're an approved user. But again, if you post one time and it doesn't just show up, give it 10 minutes, and if it doesn't show up, just wait for me to get in the community, because I will go over and I will go to the moderate button, and it will tell me that there's something setting out there that I need to moderate to allow for posting. And then it also allows you not to be posting like 6 or 8 times the same module over and over and over. So if you post a module, again, you're keeping everything backed up like in a Google Doc, just a running Google Doc where you have all of your written information. I would just wait a few minutes, because it's not instant. It's almost instant, but it's not instant. And if you don't see your post, you don't need to send me an email. Don't freak out. Leave it for about 24 hours. I mean, I'm usually online, especially during the week, all the time. But on weekends, if you post on a Friday or Saturday and you don't see it right away, give it some time. I will go into the moderate button and look to see if it's sent to spam. I'm really good about seeing that students post all the time, and all of a sudden I'll see a missing module. I will send you an email. I won't just put in a 0 and think, well, they didn't care about it that week. I'm very conscientious about putting in zeros. I'm very conscientious about my grading, and I'm also conscientious about replying to you. So you will see my streams of reply be per module. So if you're in module 4 or 5 right now, I'm probably not going to reply to you until the majority of the people are in that stream of module. And I will also post some videos that have to do with those modules, where I just kind of give you my input and opinion, and try to get you to think in different ways or in new ways with regard to that content. So again, I know this isn't a quick video, but I kind of wanted to just have a small conversation about getting in, posting, the amount of posts that you're putting in at once, and I completely get that stream of posts. When you're a busy person, you have to work when you can and do other things when you can as well. So I understand it's a little bit of a juggle, but again, I wanted to make you a video, wish you a wonderful week, and I will get to talking to you about Module 2 and then on to Module 3. So don't freak out if you're just joining us. You have plenty of time to catch up. Most people actually finish this course pretty early, at least a week in advance, because like I said, even though there's 20 modules, some of those modules are actually asking you to go in and do some peer reviews and give your professional feedback to your colleagues or constituents. So again, have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.